Okay, Assalamualaikum. Welcome to part 2 of tutorial 4. We already answered question number 6, which was the probably the simulation has finished. When you start the model, okay, it generate a file named xblock. If you go to the reference, in the reference folder, you can find the xblock.txt and also the output file dot and cdf. You can check other folder as well in shoreface. Okay, boleh nampak ada juga xblock XBeach output.nc. Then another folder in which if we found xblock.txt output.nc. And of course warning, kalau ada any problem, it will definitely will write in this text file if you have any error in the simulation. Okay, and then next 7. Inspect the initial bathymetries of each simulation with quick plot. Choose file of type netcdf file and grid file. Netcdf lah or open xbeach output.nc in the simulation folder. At what cross shore position? The shore face. Sini ya, shore face and beach nourishment were placed. Okay, so you may open your quick plot. Open. First tanya soalan shore face. So you can go to shore face. Next beach output.nc and open. Okay, so here dia kata at what cross shore position you may call your bed level. You can change the color if you want. Because of bed level, I choose brown. Line style, you can change the width. Kalau you plot tak nampak, you can choose 1 or 1.5. Then you can just quick view first. Put here 1 because you want to see the initial profile. Quick view. So you can see here is for the shore face. Kita tengok ni ibarat tengok from the cross shore, right? Cross shore punya position. Then kita tengok dekat mana sebenarnya di sini. So what we need to do is we add the water level, change the color, then add to plot. See, now you can actually have a brief idea. So this is the area, the bathymetry under the water level initial point. This is the area pantai dia. Ni meter panjang as you see. Ini dia bahagian dia punya dune lah, dune and everything rest. So if you compare it to this diagram, kat area mana shore face nourishment ni diletakkan if you compare it to this diagram. Okay, so here we have the cliff, berms. This is area of surf zone, and then we have area of high tide, low tide here in the surf zone. This is offshore, this is near shore. So this is what area. So I'm going to leave you guys to answer that, and you may as well check it for the beach nourishment. You can open the beach nourishment, beach folder, open, and then you can plot the same thing, back level, change color. Okay, and then water level, blue color. Okay, add to plot. So you may see the difference between these two. This is the no, this one short. This one is short face. Is it? This one is the beach nourishment. This is short face. This is the beach nourishment. Tapi mungkin kat sini you guys susah sikit nak nampak. Is it true? This one is short face or this one is beach? Because of why? You guys tak ada reference point. So what I'm suggesting is, okay, if you nak nampak very clear, you plot. For example, this is the short face nourishment. You ada short face nourishment, okay, betul. And you ada water level kan. I suggest you guys plot satu lagi iaitu reference. Reference ni ada one yang dia tak berbuah apa-apa. Nourishment lagi. Open. Ambil back level dia. Okay. Apalah any color you want. See this one. And then I put a marker just to distinguish which one. So if you add to plot, I'm sorry, did add to this one. Tak apalah, macam ni. Okay, dia tak add ke sini sebab yang ni yang sebab saya baca yang ni dulu. The latest one saya baca yang ni. So yang ni yang uh, beach nourishment. So kan tengok sini. The reference dia here. Waktu sebelum ada any nourishment. And then you baca output.nc from the folder beach nourishment, which is this area. If I can zoom in, okay, meaning that this is the original. Sorry. So this is the part yang dia tambah. Tambah dia nourish lah. Okay. So if you could do the same to short face, you can notice sini sama dengan reference, but this part ditambah. Ni initial reference, ini yang for the short face. Okay, short face macam ni ditambah, tapi yang ni beach ditambah kat atas. Okay, so you boleh jawab soalan kat sini lah. At what cross-shore position the short face nourishment and beach nourishment were placed? Dua-dua berbeza. Short face dia letak tempat lain from the reference, and beach nourishment pun dia letak tempat lain from the reference. So if in order for you to, I think, to easily understand kat mana dia place, you better plot together with the initial. This is the initial. Not initial, the reference. Initial of the reference. Okay. Hope you guys understand that. So this one that I plot, tapi tak apa, tak nampak terang. And then what is the average thickness of the nourishment? So you can just first, after you identify which part is the nourishment, for example, this is the shore face, you can estimate berapa banyak thickness dia from the initial reference. To make sure you plot this one pun dengan reference. Is the volume of the nourishment comparable? These two, yang ni dengan this one. Is it comparable? Thickness dia agak-agak. Because you ada elevation, you ada distance, you boleh agak dia punya volume berapa. Plot the reference profile with markers. Does the grid resolution vary in cross shore direction? So yang tadi tu saya dah plot dengan marker. This one. Plot dengan marker. This is the reference profile. And this brown color is the beach profile, beach nourishment profile. Okay, saya tunjuk kamu yang clear punya. Okay. Okay, so you can tengok sini. As you can see here, this is the with marker is the reference profile. And then kat sini dah berlakunya nourishment for shore face. This is the water level. And this is for the shore face. If you go, I using the folder beach, so I can see this is the marker for reference. Water level. Because water level dia naik sekali dengan tempat yang di nourish tu lah. So here is the part, the beach nourishment. Okay, and I think you guys can understand that. Okay, then we go to number 8. Use the quick plot tutorial and try to make an animation in which you plot shot width, height, water level, and bed level as function of time. I think this one is very straightforward. Okay, I buang dulu figure. You can just plot everything here. Sini ada width, height, water level, bed level. For example, I put bed level first. No marker, tadi marker. Line pun line. Okay. Quick animate. Okay. So you stop macam tu. Okay, make sure the bed level dia is time. Function of time. Okay. And then you add lagi. You add dia punya water level pula. Tukar color. Add to plot. Okay, then you stop lagi. Tengok what bed level. Time. Link with previous object. Yes. Sebab dia nak link dengan bed level. Then you add another one. Wave height. This one you can choose lah. Red color. Boleh. Any color you want. Okay. Add to plot. You stop jap, check. Time. 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 So water level. Kadang-kadang dia lari sikit, dia tak link. So, ni pun kita agak link juga. Yes. Okay. Then baru you start animation. Loop until stop. Continue. So everything, maksud dia function of time ni, the three of this function, bed level, water level and wave height, akan bergerak ikut time. So the three of them will change. But certain time kalau you guys masuk one by one, satu tu mungkin akan fix, the two tu macam tadi, dia akan pilih satu je untuk gerak as time. The rest tu mungkin akan fix. Tapi for this we choose tiga-tiga sekali. Tapi because saya guna reference, so area D mungkin akan berubah banyak. Sebab ia adalah initial profile without any nourishment. So you can compare the animation yang I show you guys here with the one with reference, with the one in shore face folder, and the one with beach face. Okay, let's stop here. So you can compare the animation. Okay, that is for number 8. And then dia kata number 9, inspect the final bathymetry of each simulation. So inspect the final bathymetry meaning that you punya time step tu is all the way to 2159. Is the final bathymetry. What is the dune phase retreat in 3 simulation? Tiga you have carry on. Where does the eroded sediment form the dunes deposit? Number C, what nourishment type is most effective in reducing the impact of a storm? Do you have any explanation for this? Okay. So what I'm suggesting is that for A, what is the dune phase retreat and tree simulation you have carried out? I'm suggesting you plot the initial versus the final so that you can see. So here you can plot time step 1. Yeah, you plot it, and then to versus time step to find to 159, the initial versus final. So you may understand the dune phase retreat in those 3 simulation. Okay, so what I've done here, folder reference. Okay, you can see the straight line is the initial bathy. The dashed line is the final bathymetry. So you can see the effect there from impact of the storm there. Dia erode this berm, this dune ini, dia bawa naik ke sini. Tapi sini pun eroded teruk. Kawasan kawasan yang kena impact lah dekat beach face ni. Ni sebenarnya beach ni lebih panjang tapi dia nampak macam tinggi sebab because of the dimension kita guna kat sini. Dia sebenarnya panjang sebenarnya area beach face ni. Tapi kena eroded teruk nampak ni. Daripada sini initial sampai ni. And then saya buat one by one lah, and then you do for the shore face. Shore face daripada sini initial dia terus eroded teruk, and then dia terus ke bawah kepada beach. Similarly, I buat for beach folder because dia first dia letak sini, and then final bathymetry dia turun ke bawah all the percent dia. Jadi mana yang lebih elok macam tu, sebab ini adalah konsep sand engine yang dia nak promote tu, because they want to bring all the sand tu ke beach. Yang ni the beach tu tarik ke bawah. So macam mana, which one is? And then I plot lagi reference versus shore face. So dalam ni ada, this is the water level, straight line, color brown, initial battery for reference, dash line final battery for reference, and straight line kita ada initial battery for show face, and dash line kita ada final battery. So you can see betul-betul between these two versus sebelum selepas you put the shore face punya nourishment. Betul tak? First you kata okay, you tak buang apa-apa pun because reference ni tak ada apa-apa. Tapi kalau you letak shore face, what will happen? At least you letak shore face tu ada lagi lah sikit, tak tinggal, because this is the period of berapa months je. Maksudnya within years slowly this shore face pun akan eroded juga, tapi all the eroded pasir dia akan ke sana. Ha. And then I put juga reference versus beach nourishment. So the most affected area is kawasan sini lah. Sebab beach nourishment dia nourish kat sini. And eventually dia drop down. So you can see the differences. You can do in-depth analysis. Mana which one you think better? In term or long term. You can fikir long term juga. And because sekarang you will run for how many months, how many hours. You can put it in the conclusion. Then last but not least, your assignment. Yes, if you notice in your folder there's another one folder called banquet nourishment. So what is banquet nourishment? See here in figure 1, design of possible nourishment intervention. These are a lot of nourishment intervention yang people come out to find the solution for nourishment, stand nourishment. So upper left figure, this is the beach nourishment with banquet shape. Upper right figure, beach nourishment with regular shape. Lower left is shore face nourishment. Lower right, shore face nourishment 2. So in this case, dia guna this one, and this one. Okay. So kita dah study these two, and kita tak study, and dia nak tengok this another one option nak tengok. Okay. In the folder banquet, you find a final simulation in which a special beach nourishment type is evaluated named a banquet. This beach nourishment has a highly elevated flat area, this one, flat area, that connects to the dune foot of the which beach restaurant can be built. Dia nak buat beach restaurant kat sini. Okay. Run the model and compare and quick plot the banquet design with the beach nourishment design we have evaluated before. So do you expect more or less erosion? Check your hypothesis by comparing the final profile of the banquet simulation to the other simulation. What would be your approach to further reduce beach and dune erosion? This one you don't have to run simulation, you just give idea. What be your approach? You can already approximate what will happen because you ada tiga types of nourishment, and then you dah buat tiga simulation within that during that time of, so you can predict okay what will happen and what is your further approach, you punya own recommendation in order to reduce the beach and dehydration. So I think that's all for tutorial number 4. I hope you guys can manage to do it yourself. You can slowly take your time and you can come out with the report as well. Yeah. And I'm sure the reporter should be more like not just answering the question, but more to understand how to solve. Imagine yourself a consultant company. You've been given this type of project, and then you need to write a report because you want to advise the authority to choose between this nourishment. So it's a very big project for you. You need to Make sure that you came out with a very strong justification on why you choose this type of nourishment. Okay, I think that's all for today. I'm looking forward to see all of your reports. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.